Okay, Rebels. Short and sweet today. Just wanted to kind of do an update quickly because things are moving pretty fast. So just want to recoup what we've kind of seen in the last few days. So right around here, I had posted that I exited my leverage positions, put a couple orders above the market in case we did go up, because there were some fishy signs. I wasn't quite trusting it. So we captured a little bit there, saw some decent profits, and then ended up getting out of the market again, basically because of the exchange volume, which we can see here is still relatively low. And we're seeing some positive signs. We're seeing some rebound here. But again, to have more conviction, I'd like to see it break this previous top right here. That would get me feeling a lot better. The other thing that was a little sketchy is we have massive inflows on the ETFs, and typically that's retail, and it could be institutions possibly. Typically, this has been a really good inverse indicator. When you have massive inflows, it usually marks the top. So I don't know if this is retail kind of jumping in late to this shorter move, and maybe that things were going to kind of get uh, slow down a little bit because we were also at this major resistance level here. And let's check this out. Let me make this a little clearer so we can see that trend again. Yeah, this old trend line, we were hovering here. So it was a good place to get out there in case we did see a pullback maybe into these areas here. So anyway, kind of in and out a couple times because there were some weak signs and I didn't want to stay in the market too long, and always good to take profits when you can. So that's what I decided to do there. And then I also ended up setting a couple orders above a few pretty strong conviction in. This one is one of them. This one's virtual AI. It's an AI agent play. I noticed this. I had actually rode this one up on this swing break and sold probably around here because I saw this double top in play. And I was like, well, if we go to the downside, there's some downside targets that actually go below this, and didn't really like that. So ended up setting some orders above here. So if we break through the double top, gives us a little bit more likelihood that it's going to be a genuine move. So either way, there's one position here that I will get into the group and mention there. I just want to pull this down here. Yeah, so this is really good here too. So would like to see us hold above this 50% level. So anyway, last few days have been kind of crazy in and out, but yeah, it worked out pretty good to basically take profits on the orders above because the trends were up. That was the thing. Like trend is king, and the trends were up. And so, regardless of some other weak signs and signals, it was you still have to just kind of go with the trend. So that's how we played that. And also, if we just go and look at Bitcoin, we'll get more on the weekly close, but it's showing a lot of strength here, actually a little bit more than I thought I would. I really, because this is a major, major resistance area, and the fact that we have a few closes above, and just along with this daily uptrend is really nice. So we'll just see how the week closes. This obviously can change fast, but because of this move here, overbalance in time and price, breaking major 50% levels, which would be this range here, right here. Yeah, see, breaking that 50% level, getting support on that 50% level, holding above this trend line. A lot of signs of strength in the immediate term that I do like. And yeah, and this is basically what I was talking about, hoping and waiting for. What I was really waiting to go in with size was for this overbalance in time and price and breaking swings and holding, having higher lows above these major resistance levels, and that's kind of what we're seeing now. So yeah, still not all in on, still not all in by any means, but went in with size on this one in particular because I think that because of these signals, because of this overbalance in time and price with Bitcoin and everything, it makes it very, very likely that this is the structural low. So we shouldn't have to worry about prices below these levels. That can always change. We'll have to read the market as it comes, but that's kind of where we're at here. So I think I'm just going to leave it short and sweet today, and we'll just keep track. And definitely stay tuned for I'll do a weekly update. We'll see how this weekly candle closes because on a weekly time frame, this is looking really, really nice. I remember initially I was just hoping for some closes above this trend line and this 50% level. And so far we have 3 weeks up from that level. So things are looking pretty good, pretty strong. And so anyway, on Sunday we'll go through a lot more charts and see what we can find as far as strength and weakness. And yeah, and we'll just catch you next time. See you guys.